looks like we got a hill coming up here. This ought to be interesting. I'm still in two-wheel drive. And we're not going anywhere. There you go. Go on. Good girl. All right, guys, this is the my brand new trip out, the newest footage that I'm shooting here for this new channel. And I figured I'd come out here, out in Buchannon State Forest. It's a beautiful February day. We had a cold snap for the last week or so, followed by a warm up and then some snow and then some rain and then a cold snap again. The weather has just been schizo, but it was really cold for a while. As you can see, there's still snow up here. But it's warmed up this weekend. It's about 39 degrees right now. It's going to get below freezing tonight, but not nearly as cold as it's been the last couple of days. And then tomorrow it's going to be in the 40s. So it's like a spring day compared to how it's been. So I brought my my one dog out here, and we're just enjoying the peace and quiet. And I'm going to go ahead and cook up one of the most popular things that I do at camp when I go out with a group of friends, and it's called a Discada norteña. Basically means a northern discada. Discada is a variety of dishes that are cooked on this plow disc cooker, and it's mixed meat with a little bit of vegetables. You throw it all in a tortilla, and I guarantee you it's delicious. I mean, every time I make it and my buddies eat it, like nobody says anything except every once in a while, like, "It's so good, it's so good." So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. First thing I'm gonna do here is just a little bit of lard. I aim to cook some bacon first, and I'll get some fat from that. But just so I don't burn the bacon, I have just a little bit of lard. And I mean, it's one of the staples of Mexican cuisine. It's probably a little bit too much. I might chuck some of it. It's obviously a little later. The sun is a little bit lower. Lighting is lower too. It's because I had to recharge my phone. I'm shooting all this on my my smartphone, and the battery got down pretty low, so I had to recharge it. And now I'm actually starting it back up. So we got the bacon going here. I'm gonna be cooking this down, and then as I cook it down, about half of the way, I'll start moving it off to the sides. So we'll receive less heat from the burner, and then I'll keep adding stuff to it and do the same thing. Just move it off to the side as I cook these stuff before I pull it all together and add the final ingredients. You'll see. All right, I went ahead and added a wind baffle there. Now I can actually turn the flame down a bit. That makes a huge difference. All right, so this bacon's about cooked halfway. Start moving it off to the side over here. And then we're going to go ahead and go in with our chorizo. This is just some chorizo sausage that I get from my local Mennonite-run butcher. Yeah, they're Mennonites and they're not Mexican, but both start with an M. So now that the chorizo is partially cooked, let's go ahead and move that off the side too. Now this is some hickory smoked pork sausage. Traditionally in Mexico, they use hot dogs, weenies, and I usually do it myself. The thing is that I had the smoked sausage that I needed to cook anyways, so I just figured I'd use that rather than just go to waste. And to add a little bit of smoky flavor to it. Looking nice and good. Get nice and rendered down. And move this off to the side too. And we're going to go with our next ingredient, which is some cubed country pork ribs. I think this is the coldest that I've ever done this dish outside. Normally I'll do it when we go camping in the autumn, the early autumn. Okay. The pork is mostly cooked. I'll have to move it off to the side. And we're going to go with the last meat ingredient. And this is some sliced skirt steak. Fajita meat. Oops. Okay, now that the beef's mostly cooked, we're going to go ahead and go in with some white onion and some chopped jalapenos and serranos. So we cook these vegetables down until the onions get kind of translucent. Gosh, this is smelling so good. I tell you, wonderful. Get a park ranger that comes up here looking for dinner, or maybe a bear. Hope not. There are black bear around here, and mountain lions. So you don't see as many mountain lions anymore. Yeah, we still have a couple more ingredients to put in. I've also got my little cast iron pan here on the small burner so I can start heating my tortillas. But you gotta have tortillas. I have a little area here. We're gonna go in with some chopped Roma tomatoes. Okay, now I'm going to go in here with some cilantro. I just have a bunch, like, not like a lot, I mean literally a bunch. Some green onions. That's it for the ingredients. I know this looks like, again, I know this looks like a lot of food, and I'm not going to eat it all tonight, but I'll just put it in plastic bags, and I'll take it home tomorrow. I mean, it's like a literal refrigerator outside, so as long as it doesn't go bad, I'll eat it tomorrow. These are the bag to go. We're going to strip those out. I'm going to toss these inside the camper here. How many tortillas can you eat? Tortilla math, as they call it. I'm thinking I could probably eat about 4 or 5 of these easily. They're small tacos. They're small tortillas. Go in with a little bit of beer here. Some Pacifico. I'm going to go in with a little bit of lime. So I've already got my tortillas cooked, steaming. So let's go ahead and set up. I made 5. Hopefully I'm not any more hungry than that. I'm gonna do a double taco style. Ooh, that's looking good. And of course, squeeze of lime. Yeah. Let's eat. Never gets old. So good. All right, I'm gonna keep eating this so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me eat it and listen to me chew. All right, y'all. dinner was done. It was delicious. I've got everything cleaned up. Leon is inside the camper, just chilling inside there, just getting warm, or just kind of laying down. But now that all the work's done, and the fire's going pretty good here. Still a good bit of a little bit of wood to burn through. I'm gonna get myself another beer. I've had one or two while I was cooking and filming, but I'm gonna have another one too from my friend's brewery. So a buddy of mine owns and is also the head brewer, owner brewer of a brewery. It's not far from where I live in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania, called MacLeod Brew Company. This is here, Midnight Butcher. It's a black India Pale Ale, so similar to a stout, but it's not a stout. It's a little not as roasty. It's kind of like it's bitter and hoppy like an IPA, but does have some roast qualities, but not full bodied like a stout. So I'd say it's probably at or below freezing at this point here, but it's fine. Diesel heater's going fine. I keep opening the door inside there, so I am letting a lot of the heat outside, but last time I checked, it was about 56 degrees inside there. So if I keep the door closed, it'll be pretty warm. But I also, again, I have, it's going through a Y splitter to heat the cab and the truck as well. Now we can hang out. We'll let Bean outside. You want to come out, Bean? Come on. Good girl. And, oh, it's 52 degrees. And it's 30 degrees outside. That's good. That's real good. Again, my buddy's brewery is called MacLeod Brew Company. It's named after MacLeod State Forest. A lot of state forests around here. We're actually in Buchannon State Forest here. But MacLeod State Forest is not far from where I live. And I would go camp there because it's really close by and it's easy to do. But they only have 2 roadside camping sites that you can actually drive up into rather than a roadside hike in or a hike in or one that you have to the primitive campsites where you park on the side of the road and you hike all the way into the campsite. Obviously I have trucks, so I need a roadside campsite. Strange. MacLeod it's not the biggest state forest, but it's pretty big. Again, only 2 roadside campsites. That's it. That's why I'm here. So it's about 12:30 in the morning. I don't know what's going on, but suddenly out of nowhere, getting like some pretty gnarly wind coming in. It's just shaking the whole camper, and I can hear the awning being shaken around. I'm kind of wondering if I have to go take the awning down. I didn't prepare for this. I didn't think it'd be this windy at all. I mean, it's like, I think the forecast said it was going to be around 10-mile-an-hour winds, but it feels like 30-mile-an-hour gusts outside. I don't know. not that I'm bothered by it, but it's like it's moving the camper around a lot so much that I keep waking up thinking like something's outside. Stay here, babes. Stay here. Came from. Not really like this earlier today, but it sure is now. This one is no joke. I think it's like the rest of the way in the morning. My hands are almost numb. It's so darn cold. It's not that cold outside, but I tell you, the wind. Oh, my hands are they hurt. I'm trying to get all that stuff closed up. Oh. Let's see, what is it outside? 26 degrees Fahrenheit. Really, it's not that cold, if you ask me. But with the wind, man, it feels way colder than that. Oh, my hands hurt. But now that the awning's up, mostly I just gotta zip it the rest of the way tomorrow. That'll at least reducing some of the noise because it kept waking me up. It's like somebody was like shaking the camper, you know? Like there's an intruder or something. Wow, the wind is still howling out there. It's about, what is it? Some 7 o'clock in the morning. In here, and it's almost 22 degrees outside with wind, so that was probably going to be a challenge to warm up the truck with the wind. Another thing too is getting out of here. On the way up, where I lost a little bit of traction, I had to put it into 4 low. And going uphill wasn't a problem at that point. But getting back down is going to be a little bit tricky because I don't want to go and slide off. So again, it's just packed snow and ice. Alright, we're down to about 15% battery, so I think at this point we're just going to go and try it. It's been running for about 45 minutes maybe. Okay, here goes nothing. You ready, Beans? Not the worst, not a lot of white smoke, but she would have liked to have been a little bit warmer. Another note here, the same thing happened last year. The ABS light came back on, and from what I understand, there's a rear ABS sensor in these trucks on the rear differential, but it's actually a wheel speed sensor. So I replaced that, and then it went out. And then it came back on again a day later, and then I went and cleaned the terminals with some electrical cleaner, and it's been out ever since. That was a year ago. It just started coming back on about 3 days ago, and I don't know why. I think when I get home, I'll just try to clean the terminals again. But if anybody has an idea what that might be, drop me a comment below. I mean, I feel like I know enough to own this truck, but I am not a mechanic, let alone even a diesel mechanic. I can turn wrenches, I know how some engines work, and I do some repairs and maintenance myself, but I'm not a mechanic. So I need to figure out what that is. Got to chase that down. All right, now we got to put it in high idle. On high idle. It seems kind of ghetto, and I used to have a chip. I had a PHP hydro chip with the jelly little tunes in it. It was great until it broke my PCM, and then I had to get a rebuilt one. You know how hard it is to find a PCM for these old trucks? All right, we're all saddled up. I got Leonna's sleepy pod car seat or seatbelt harness in, so we're all ready to go. Let's get out of here. I am a little, like I said earlier, I'm a little concerned about that hill that we ascended last time. That was all ice, where I had to put it in 4 low. Going down that's going to be kind of tricky. I'm going to keep it in 4 low. I probably just put it down in like probably just 2nd gear the whole way down, or maybe just even 1st gear, and just crawl it down. It's not that long. It's maybe about a 1/4 of a mile, maybe a little bit less. I guess we're gonna find out. So we're coming up on the point here where it's all downhill, and it's just packed snow ice. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it just in gear number 2, so I only stay in that. And we're just going to go down slowly. Oh, we're sliding a bit. We're sliding a bit. It's all right. Let's get everybody towards the bank. Yep, this is the part here. This is like where I made this turn and went from like mostly dirt to ice, and I was like, oh, not getting up there, so I had to back down and put it in 4 low. So right here, we'll take it out of 4-wheel drive altogether. This old truck's got manual locking hubs, so you don't have a switch. You got to get out there and actually manually lock the hubs. All right, y'all. Well, we are on paved road now, so we're heading back home. I got about an hour drive, not too bad. I'm gonna stop here in a second, text the wife, let her know that we made it down the mountain and we're coming home. But I want to thank you guys for coming along with this journey here with me and my little adventure with me and my dog. And leave a comment below where you'd like to see me go next, or what you would like to see from this channel. This is kind of my first video of this new channel that I'm creating, do content that's very similar to this. Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one as I plan to start making more content just like this. So once again, thank you so much, you guys. Have a blessed day, and cheers. Peace.